Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Today, we are going to be talking about SVB Bank and this bank's impact on the price of Bitcoin. Guys, I'll be honest with you, given some of this news, which admittedly is very, very bad for banks, is actually pretty spectacular for Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about why Bitcoin was created, but most importantly, we're going to talk about the next steps coming from the federal government and a lot more coming from the SVB bank collapse, some of the implications of this, and really what it means for the price of Bitcoin, which we're seeing a little bit of an upward movement. I do believe this could be a catalyst for our next leg up in the Bitcoin and crypto markets. So let's talk a little bit about it today, guys. If you like the content, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing 5 videos every day for you. And at 10,000 subscribers, we're giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to one lucky subscriber. So don't miss that, guys. Let's get into it. First of all, note the crypto markets at a $951 billion market cap. We're moving up. Bitcoin right now at $20,900, trying to get back above $21,000, which I think we can do today for some of the reasons we'll talk about in this video. Ethereum is back above 1,500, which is spectacular to see. And also, some of the recent news, we'll talk a little bit about this USDC coin as well. Almost back to its dollar peg. I do believe they'll get back without a problem, but we'll have to keep our eyes on that as well. But let's get to some of the meat and potatoes. First of all, looking at these markets, you can see the overall market cap is rebounding. Some of this news came out about stablecoin Circle. We had a little dip, and now we're kind of recovering, and I do believe we are on our way back up, and there's a lot of reasons why I think that is happening. And you can see on Bitcoin's chart, we had a swift bounce off of a very key level, $19,500 Bitcoin. Guys, we've been talking about this on the channel. Smash up the like if you saw us talk about it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay ahead of some of these moves. But for now, it does look, and we could still go down, guys. You know, never know. We got to see what happens on Monday. We'll talk more about some of that. But there's an emergency meeting on Monday with the Fed, and this is going to be very, very key. But for now, Bitcoin's moving up, and we'd like to see it break back above the $21,500 level, and then maybe we can make our way back towards $25,000. And I do believe that that's possible, guys. One thing I want to note too is that right now, you look at the liquidations in the crypto market, the shorts for the past couple of days have been increasing. And honestly, today is one of the, yesterday was the first day we had more shorts that were liquidated than longs, which is good to see for the Bitcoin price of upward movement. And today, significantly more shorts were liquidated than longs, which is great to see. $32 million liquidated in shorts versus $12 million in longs. So this would be another thing I'll be keeping an eye out for to push the Bitcoin price higher. Well, let's get into some of these stories. So investors implore the government to step in after the Silicon Valley Bank failure. Well, what people really want to see right now is the federal government to come in and bail out the banks, just like the 2008 financial crisis where the big banks got bailed out. But it does not look like they're going to bail out this bank. Now, the FDIC insurance that everybody talks about with banks only covers up to $250,000 worth of assets for any company that's banking with SVB. So just so you know, SVB is a huge bank for startups, for tech firms, for a lot of groups. Etsy is a great example. We actually are trying to start a shop on Etsy, actually within my family, and so you can see that if you're an Etsy user, there was an announcement that came out saying due to the SVB failure, they're actually going to halt transactions to the users on Etsy. Why? Because a lot of the money they have is in this bank, and they're only guaranteed $250,000 back. And so if this bank closes down and they can't get their funds out, Etsy, this tech startup from a while ago, they might be left with only $250,000, not able to make payroll. And there's a lot of companies in this boat right now. So people are wondering, is the Fed going to come out and bail out this bank and make sure that all these companies come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week can make payroll? Well, it turns out, guys, that Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that the U.S. government will not bail out this bank. So what comes next? Well, that's a great question. Well, this could be the thing, actually, that keeps the Fed from wrecking the economy. This is Jim Cramer, so we'll take it with a grain of salt. But there are other people talking about this as well, because if SVB collapses, this could collapse other companies, which could cause a bank run on some of the other banks where they might need to pull out their funds to make payroll. And now you have a bank run on the banks. Let's reverse the script a little bit. Remember the FTX collapse, everybody, where everybody's saying there's a bank run on FTX, there's going to be a bank run on crypto.com, there's going to be a bank run on this and that in crypto. Well, now there's a bank run on the banks. And that's where you get the term bank run. And a bank run is a bad thing. And it's happening on a bank. And it could happen to several other banks unless the Fed does step in. But as you heard here, Janet Yellen says that the Fed is not going to step in and bail out this bank. Well, what are they going to do? Well, one thing that might be happening, some market gurus are saying, is they might actually have to slash rates. So instead, now, just so you know, on Monday, there is an emergency meeting with the Fed and FDIC, who took over the Silicon Valley Bank due to this crisis. And now some people are predicting that with this meeting, they may come up with a strategy. If they're not going to bail them out, which some people still do believe they'll bail them out, contrary to what Janet Yellen said. But if they don't bail them out, well, then one of the other things that they can do is actually slash the interest rates, which would be incredible for the economy, which is what Jim Cramer is alluding to. And if they slash the interest rates, not only will it be incredible for the economy, but it'll say two things. One, the banks failed and the Fed needed to act because it's a rigged system and we need a better system, and that's what Bitcoin is. And two, what it'll say is we are going to start moving up because the Fed is going to do everything they can to keep the markets going. And I think that this could be something. Now, at the most bullish case scenario for me, I'm going to say a 0.25% interest rate hike is what I expect. That's what I expect. But could we see a slashing in the rates here sooner than we expected? This may be increasingly possible. We're going to have to keep an eye out on this story, and it could mean big things for Bitcoin. But guys, you can see all these games, and this caused some of the fear. This is why USDC had an issue. USDC only had an issue because a bank that it had its reserves in had an issue. And FDIC only covers up to $250,000. They had $3 billion in this bank. But good news is for Bitcoin and crypto and USDC, Circle is going to cover any shortfall in the USDC reserves. Why? Because they have investors. They have reserves on their own end, and they have external capital that is ready to come in to save them because they believe in Bitcoin and crypto as well. And there's a reason, folks, to believe in crypto and Bitcoin more than ever given this banking crisis. Let's just go back to the basics very, very fast, guys. Bitcoin 101. Why was Bitcoin created? Great little story here. The concept of Bitcoin first came into creation in 2008 as a response to the great financial crisis and the financial world's reliance on banks and intermediaries of all financial transactions. The founder, Satoshi Nakamoto, had the idea of disintermediating the banks from financial transactions and creating a peer-to-peer payment system that did not rely on third-party confirmation. This is the blockchain technology. This is a public ledger that everybody can see. If SVB's ledger was visible to everybody, we would have seen that they were doing business poorly, that they weren't handling their assets properly. And in case you guys didn't know this, the executives at SVB pulled out a large amount of their shares in the end of February ahead of this collapse. Is that ethical? In Bitcoin, you can't have these games. If you're a company taking a loan on your Bitcoin towards your company, if you're doing payroll through Bitcoin, which sounds a little crazy, but at one point, maybe it doesn't happen on Bitcoin. Maybe it happens on another currency, cryptocurrency out there that's meant for something like that. There is a technology coming, and this is the reason that Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, and it creates a world of opportunity for other technologies, other blockchain technologies, and other crypto assets to come in and fill some of the gaps and some of the issues that we have with these banks. We're just going to play a game here in the meantime with raising interest rates, lowering interest rates in reaction, and bailing out banks in reaction to failed companies, failed intermediaries. I think we need something better. I think we need something like Bitcoin. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, guys. This makes me bullish. This could be the event, guys, that opens everybody's eyes once again to Bitcoin. Obviously, the excitement has died down in crypto, but there's a pivot. If you look at the news stories, we've moved from negative news stories about crypto in an instant in the last 2 days, it's negative news stories about the banks. And if you don't like the banks, then maybe you'll want to bank with Bitcoin. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that are starting to think that way increasingly so, which is why USDC is getting bailed out by other companies. Other capital is coming in because they know that's not going anywhere. And I think we could be at a moment where we take a good move back up and continue moving towards our next bull run coming in the 2024-2025 bull cycle for Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin's proving its value as we see more issues with banks. Guys, very exciting. We're giving away a loaded line at 25,000 subscribers on the channel. Check us out at _crypto report for the details to this giveaway. And if you want to join the Crypto Report community, get some of the details of what Black Sea and I are looking into, things we're investing in, have a conversation with us one-on-one. Join us at our YouTube channel membership and join us in our private chat on Discord. You get access to that if you are a member on the channel, as well as these emojis next to your name in the live chats and in the comments in all these YouTube videos that we do. Guys, this is crazy. We're going to have to look out. There's an emergency meeting on Monday. CPI data, by the way, is coming out on Tuesday. Really a crazy week ahead. Could have a lot of volatility. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Let me know in the comments below, folks. What a time to be alive. That's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you got to remember to DCA HODL, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got 2 videos for you here if you want to check them out. Peace.